New Fever head coach Stephanie White returns to Indiana with one of the most legendary basketball resumes in the history of the sport. That begins with a decorated playing career with its roots right here in the Hoosier State. White set the IHSAA girls basketball scoring record, was named Indiana Miss Basketball in 1995, and USA Today National Player of the Year. That took her to Purdue University, where appropriately she played her first season under another legendary Fever head coach, Lynn Dunn. White would help usher in the golden era of Purdue women's basketball, leading the Boilermakers to their first and only national championship. White was named the top player in the nation that year, and she still stands as the third leading scorer all time at Purdue. It was then on to the WNBA, where after one season in Charlotte, her hometown Indiana Fever were preparing for their inaugural season in 2000, when they made their first trade in franchise history, acquiring the local legend Stephanie White. White played 4 seasons in Indiana, helping set the foundation for years of Fever success to come. Her cerebral style of play immediately made her a prime candidate for coaching, and that's just what White did. And after 4 years at the collegiate level as an assistant, she moved to the WNBA. In 2011, White came back to Indiana as an assistant, reuniting with Lynn Dunn. White's impact was immediately felt, helping coach the team to a championship in 2012. After Lynn Dunn decided to retire from coaching in 2014, there was one clear option for general manager Kelly Krauskopf: to promote Stephanie White to the head chair.
Stephanie White wins her first game as a WNBA head coach.
First time she's been a head coach. What does it mean to be able to get her first win?
It's awesome. She's just a great person, and I think for all of us, we would run through a wall for her.
And that decision paid off immensely and immediately. Behind White and Tamika Catchings, the Fever put together one of the most memorable Cinderella runs in WNBA playoff history.
We won't get this again. There's no saving. There's no conserving. You leave everything that you have out there on the floor.
In Stephanie White's very first season as WNBA head coach, the Fever went where no one thought they could go: the WNBA Finals. White's Fever nearly pulled one of the great upsets in league history, finishing as Eastern Conference champions and just one win away from a title. White would later go on to coach 5 years at Vanderbilt, but in 2023, the WNBA came calling again as White joined the Connecticut Sun, and they did what Stephanie White teams do: they won. After losing their MVP Jonquel Jones in the offseason, White helped guide the team to an even better record in her first year, earning WNBA Coach of the Year honors along the way. In her 2 seasons in Connecticut, White helped lead the Sun to a 55-25 record, when the unbelievable opportunity became available to return home, to again coach the Indiana Fever, with the goal of bringing the WNBA Championship trophy back to Indiana.